Hey, welcome back. We are here at Norcal Regionals. We're talking to Justin Wong about his new approach as a self-sponsored player.
Self-sponsored, yes.
And all of his relationships, working relationships with brands. You've worked with quite an eccentric variety of different brands. Like there's obvious ones that are making products and peripherals that exist within space, but you've got the Okamoto Kitchen.
Food truck. I mean, me and Gerald are very good friends.
Yeah.
I was always a big supporter of just Okamoto Kitchen. I was actually one of their first guinea pigs in terms of testing their foods. So I really believed in just like what they represent, and it's just one of those things where it's just convenient. I mean,
it makes sense as well.
It does make sense.
It's expanding again, like we said just before the break, about expanding into the culture.
Yeah, I mean, it's also puts it on my resume.
Yeah.
So eventually, let's say for next year, and I look for new sponsors in the same category, I could be like, oh yeah, I was sponsored by Okamoto Kitchen.
Yeah, I already had an existing partnership here in this space, and it delivered this. That's another thing as well I wanted to point out as well. You're not just cold calling people and hitting people up with a DM like, hi, I'm Justin Wong, I play fighting games. Are you interested in sponsoring me? Like, I know that you're putting together like one sheets, your metrics.
I got the metrics. I got a personal deck to send out. And I'm working on, obviously, when the year is going to be over, where I change the deck, obviously, based off how this year went in terms of performance, in terms of the numbers, in terms of patch notes. But that's gonna be a really important just thing for the next couple years for myself, because then I'll be able to just target more companies, ask for more money, and keep growing. Right? That's the thing. Let's say, as long as you could say that you were partnered or sponsored. I know a lot of people hate, for example, the word product sponsorship, because that means that you're not getting no money, because there's no monetary. I would say some people probably
seeding.
Yeah, some people won't be able to get monetary sponsorship. If you're not at a high caliber level, it's not bad to take a product sponsorship, because products, it's free. It still costs money. The only problem is you're not gonna get actual physical money, but it's also building your resume up, where in the future you can ask for, maybe, let's say, okay, I partnered with you for a year. Do you think you want to increase the sponsorship level in terms of monetary sponsorship, because I did X and Y and Z? Or you can go to another company of the same category and approach them I was sponsored by these guys last year, but I'm looking for a new home this year. What's good?
Yeah.
Right?
And I'm not saying lie at all, but you don't have to, when you have these conversations, say, I work with this company and they just gave me 3 headsets and that was the deal, so can you beat that? You can go in there and be honest, but wrap that honesty and truth up in a more attractive. I worked with HyperX last year on these projects and blah 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 blah.
Exactly.
And if you are elevating as you should be and progressing your brand with content creation and visibility, then you should be able to ask for more than that from other companies as well.
Pretty much selling yourself, right? Do not sell yourself short. Do not talk about how your deal unless they actually ask for it. But pretty much you're still telling the truth. You're saying, I worked at HyperX last year. We worked on this and that, and it was amazing. And now I'm trying to look and expand for
what
just new
other
horizons.
Opportunities are out there. Exactly. One of the other cool things about product partnerships are it gives you a way to interact with your audience and your fan base. I see you do this all the time, giveaways of product. If you're only going to give me arcade sticks, cool. I'll ask for maybe 2 more than I need, and I can do a giveaway and drive traffic to my channels, my social media platforms, my YouTube channels, and do cool, innovative ways. I saw people talking recently about the what's it called? The charity thing.
The OC Goodwill.
That's it, OC Goodwill, which is an awesome thing. But I saw a lot of people talking about what can players do to incentivize
To get more votes.
Yeah, basically, they haven't got money, they can't spend money, so what can they do? Well, you can hit up companies for goods, for products.
Yeah, for giveaways and everything.
And it doesn't have to be. Listen, if you can't get 3 Victrix sticks to give away because that's like $1,000 plus.
Yes.
Yeah, and they haven't got the stock to give away. Cool, don't do that. But there's other companies, like we said, scale down, work out where your level's at.
There's other companies. T-shirts.
Exactly.
Right, regular pads, just like little figurines and everything.
Anything you can get.
People love free stuff.
Of course.
Yeah, people love free stuff.
And it's the gesture
as
well. I want to give you, my fans, something back because you're out there doing something for me and pushing me, voting for me on this. So, here you go. I want to give this away to my subscribers, my followers, blah, blah, blah. And it just pushes your relevance up in that space. Brands might even see that you're doing these giveaways,
and they might interrupt and say, "Hey, we want to give you stuff to give away as well."
Yeah, I can see that this is a good thing that you're doing, and you're doing it well because you speak nicely in the video that you've made, or you presented it well, and we like how you've done that giveaway. Can you do a giveaway for us? Sure thing. And again, always looking to elevate and scale up. So there's always stuff that can be done.
It's always stuff to be done. Obviously, when these companies are looking into hit you up to do giveaways and everything, it obviously benefits them the most, right? Because it's building more traffic. But use it to your advantage. Don't think about it as hey man, I didn't get any money out of it, right? You have to think about, you need to grow your social media channels.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people were asking me hey, how come I can't get these deals like you are? And I'm well, you need to build your following. And then one of the players was yeah man, I'm at 7,000, so I should be getting stuff. And and I'm you can't really think like that, right?
Yeah.
You really have to think about compare your social media versus other people's social media. Look at mine in terms of how much I'm doing in terms of engaging with fans. Literally, I pretty much breathe just on Twitter all the time, 24/7 pretty much. Where I wake up in the morning, I'm on Twitter. I'm eating lunch, I'm on Twitter. Dinner, I'm on Twitter, right? I'm always constantly tweeting, constantly talking back with the fans, debating, and asking, wild stuff. If you could show these people, about the, even the fast food tier list, right? People went really crazy about it, and they really felt very, I would say...
It's always stuff like that gets the best reactions.
Yeah, I got them engaged. I got them to really participate in the conversation, right?
And it's something that, links you with not only your hardcore fighting game fans, but people that just might happen to follow Justin. I know you're over 100K. What are you on now on Twitter?
118.
118.
Yeah.
There are nearly 120,000 people following you. They definitely don't all play Street Fighter 5. Otherwise, there'd be way more people at these premiere events.
Yeah. They probably follow me for anime.
But I tell you what, they definitely eat fast food.
Yeah, that's the world.
So, stuff like that is definitely going to grow your interaction.
It is.
You can put up the craziest highlight reel of your tournament play, and a really small percentage of people are going to get that. But Justin Wong puts up his tier list. I mean, you can't just become a parody of yourself and only do that. But it's great to sprinkle that in because it's you as well. It's you. You do go and eat at these places.
It talks about me
buying sneakers on StockX when they come out. You are doing these things, and it's real to you.
Yeah, it shows people that I'm just not a fighting game player. I'm a person that has other hobbies outside of gaming, and that's what people. That's the thing that fans would love to understand from players. They want to know what this person's favorite food. They want to know more personal information about people because that's gossip, right? People even with celebrities, I want to know what certain celebrities like the fact that when certain celebrities who said it? One of the celebrities was I love anime because the whole thing was anime.
Well, Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah, he loved anime, and everyone was going crazy about that in general. Right? They were so interested. So that's the same way for anybody that's just really into their craft. They want to know outside of your craft, what else do you do, right? It's all about the engagement. And if you can engage, you're going to keep growing your social media channels at a very good pace.
Well, that's, again, you talk about seeing behind the scenes almost. That's why the vlogging stuff's really good as well. Obviously, you're in a great position where you're able to travel as much as you want, and I know you've dialed it back but maybe for the other younger guys that are out there that are maybe hitting up even more events than you are, all this stuff that happens at tournaments outside of what you see on that Capcom Fighters stream, that's all interesting as well.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, all you see from, like, if you're a stream monster, you're only going to see, okay, the commentators, they're going to talk about the next match, okay, and then the match goes on, commercial break, that's it, right? You don't really get to see, like, the off-stream stuff, right? Unless, like, unless, like, the players are, like, doing, like, a Periscope or Instagram Live, right? Like Luffy did for Final Round. But other than that, like, vlogs are very cool ideas of, like, how the tournament actually is outside of a stream, and it might make you feel like, yeah, I want to check out this tournament next year.
Especially if you're going to, like, a different kind of place.
Yeah, every time.
I mean, Anti's been doing that. I'm in America. Has been doing that in the Smash scene as well, doing the IRL streams and vlogging when he goes to different events. But if your audience is primarily going to be in the continental United States, and you know you're traveling to different countries,
yes,
most of your audience is probably never going to have been there.
Yeah, I mean,
there's so much stuff that you can capture about your.
1000%. That's why, like, on just my Instagram, I love spamming pictures from, like, different parts around the world, because, like, in my eyes, the people that follow me on Instagram, they're going to be living through me, right? They're going to be saying, oh, this is what this country's about. I'm going to take notes on this and that, so I know what to expect if I ever have a chance. Because, yeah, I mean, literally most people in their lives won't have the opportunities as currently we do right now, able to travel around the world just pretty much for free, right? Yeah. Because when you have these sponsorships, you're going to be able to have these travel sponsorships. And even if you're on the team, you know, they're going to be paying for your travels and hotels as well. And it's just an amazing feeling, right? We definitely are in a very good place.
I definitely feel like the impetus needs to be on the player to make that effort as well, because it's a lot of these teams don't have the infrastructure for this content creation.
Yes.
They'll send you to the event. They'll check whether you got top 8. You didn't get top 8. Oh, that's not good.
Were you on stream a couple times?
Yeah, we didn't. You weren't on stream. Cool. You made it to top 32, but your matches weren't on stream. So our return for that investment, and they'll look at that at the end of the year, and you might have got to Capcom Cup, cool, whatever. But they're kind of working out what their return on their investment is.
Yeah.
But if you can go, okay, I went to this event, and I also had 3 YouTube videos that I created that reached X number of people on, here's the Twitter video, got this many plays and stuff. Again, it adds to your personal deck.
It does.
And you're showing that, actually, you know what, my value to you as a signed player or sponsored player, if it's just directly with a company, is not just, I'm going to go here and be good at pressing buttons, which is one of the important things.
Yeah, you have to do more. It obviously, just doing more than just going to a tournament and playing the tournament, like doing, capturing footage like you're saying, making all these videos, obviously that will make the sponsor happy as well, because you're giving them more visibility.
And don't wait for them to tell you to
do not. Yeah, you should do it on your own, but it also will just help yourself as well. It's killing 2 birds with 1 stone at that point, even if you don't do well at the tournament. And I think that's another thing that a lot of pro players don't have, like, the thing. They don't really do just, I would say, a lot of videos, right? You have, like, let's say, Alex Myers, Knuckle Dude does it sometimes, right? But then you don't really have just a lot of people vlogging, right? The only people that really do vloggings are the actual fans that go to the event. But from a pro player's perspective, or from a influencer perspective, that's not really there, right? You don't really get to see these events in action, so you don't know. And that's kind of why I'm trying to push it, right? Push people to push more content. And I think it's really strong. It's much needed. I know Jam talked about in his stream about how we don't have enough content. And it's true. I mean, we had Excellent Ventures. That was a good run, and then that's gone now.
Pro Talk was cool as well.
Yeah, Capcom Pro Talk, yeah. And then, like, the only thing I would say that's really consistent is you guys, Winner Stays On every Tuesday, right? Everyone knows every Tuesday, NOBC, Wednesday Night Fights.
But even then, that's just gameplay, though.
Yeah, it's still gameplay, right? It's not a personal experience. We don't have many personal experiences where we talk about the events to get people engaged and to even think about, this sounds pretty cool. This looks pretty cool. maybe I want to come to this event now, right? Growing these numbers, right?
Yeah.
It's all about like higher numbers every single time in every single aspect.
I would definitely like to see more of that stuff. And again, the impetus is on the players doing it for themselves, because if you wait for the events themselves to do this content, which I think they should be.
They should. Yeah.
I mean, admittedly, a lot of these big events are once a year, so it makes it difficult. But there should be loads of video content in and around these events before they're happening, when they're happening, and especially after they're happening. And I don't just mean, oh, here's the top 8 archive of whatever game it is. Like, I need to see your event and understand why the experience is something that should make me want to sign up and go next year.
Yeah, I would say the only time you see that type of just content from the tournaments is probably like Evo. After at the end of the video, they show like the whole recap. Column Breaker CEO did start doing it, but not
for trailers, but not really like that kind of vlogging stuff.
Yeah, it's not from a point of view.
Yeah. And I also would like to see the publishers do more of it as well, because you have these world tours now, in whatever format they are, whether it's the Capcom Pro Tour, whether it's the Tekken World Tour, Dragon Ball FighterZ Arc Revo now. So all these publishers are looking to start up pro tours, but you have, like you said, a very similar group of players traveling to these events from spot to spot to spot to spot to spot. I'd like to see more of them at these events.
Oh yeah.
From the publishers.
Yeah.
And that's kind of why I'm trying to do this now. Like, I'm in a privileged position where I've worked for like 10 years now.
Mm-hmm.
Putting on events, broadcasting, commentating, and it's my job to talk about the game. So maybe I should talk about other stuff as well. So if I can sit down and speak to people like yourself, and we'll just have these interesting conversations, because for me, coming to these events, one of the most fun things is those like 2 a.m. lobby convos.
Yeah, just where people cannot even hear it. Only you have to be there type of hear
exactly.
Those are the best conversations.
The greatest conversations. Now, we might have to dial them back a little bit with the camera out.
Maybe to make it PG-13, right, real quick.
And not piss off any of the publishers and the people that makes the games, but when we complain too much. But yeah, that kind of stuff's super interesting. And just hanging out, going out, getting food, whatever we're doing, the money match rooms, all of that stuff that happens at tournaments, the after, like these great 24-hour venues we have now. Like, the tournament stream goes off, but we're still out fiending for games.
Yeah.
All of this amazing stuff that happens in and around the culture of the FGC. Yeah, I hope we can show people more of that, because for me, that's, when I went to my first big event in 2010, for me, like, that was, wow, what's this? I definitely need to come back. I wonder what they're like in other countries. I'll go there. Let's go to France. Let's go to America. Wow, let's go to Japan.
Yeah, let's go everywhere.
Yeah.
It's really fun.
Yeah, and that's, not everyone has an event near them to entice them, so let's give them more of an insight. I think it's really cool, and it's kind of our jobs, whether we're players, commentators, TOs, the publishers themselves. I think we all need to do more work.
Yeah, we do definitely need to do more work,
and
especially...
you are a great example of how that work can pay off as well, because no one wants to grind out and I'll do my stream. I'll stream for 10 hours, 24-hour streams. I'm going to just stream and do stuff and not see anything back.
Yeah,
not everyone's going to get 30 grand a month streaming, because they're not Justin Wong. But they'll probably have to stream for just as longer. In terms of the hours. But if you're smart about it, then you can actually see a return from it in different ways.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where, like, it doesn't happen overnight. People need to understand that it's gonna take time. It's not gonna be easy. It's literally a grind.
Yeah.
And the most important part is that if you're confident, like, and you're motivated, stick to it, right? Really stick to it, and just keep on, think about improvement. Don't just feel like, I think it's good, so I'll keep it the same. No, like, if you find there's flaws, fix those flaws to make it better for yourself and your fans and the viewers and potential new clients as well.
The power's in our hands, and the more smart work you do, I think it's really good at looking at other areas as well. And I don't mean I'm looking at Justin, so I'm just going to do exactly the same content that Justin's doing. But I know if you look at like lateral scenes, different games,
yes,
different genres of games.
Mm-hmm.
What are they doing? What's working for them over there? What's working in sport? Because we are esports now. So what kind of content's working in sport? Maybe how can I make that applicable to what we're doing? And even reality, like you were talking about, how people like to see behind the scenes. Sort of content that we're seeing, like from musicians, like these reality stars. I'm not saying we need. I'm not saying
to go get drunk and
yeah,
call the cops on us.
Exactly. We don't need scripted reality shows again, please. Never again. No more. None of that. But people find that stuff interesting.
They do. So I mean, what I like to do.
Try it. Experiment.
Yeah, what I like to do is that I always feel like when I'm doing something, I'm always thinking about just like how that can be implemented in what I do. So no matter what I do, I think about that. So it could be just going from just walking around, hanging out with friends, eating, watching a movie, and even spending hours on YouTube. Like I watch so much YouTube videos to think about like, okay, these guys do this, and like I think this is pretty cool. Now, how can this be implemented within the FGC space when I go to an event?
I'm not going to straight copy it. I'm
Yeah.
just going to work out how I can reappropriate it so it's relevant to what I'm doing.
Yes.
That's really important.
So that's like something that I always think about. Like I don't really I would say maybe the only time where I'm just like not thinking about work is probably when I'm with my family.
Yeah.
But like outside that, when I'm just in the bed in my hotel room just watching a YouTube video, like I'm thinking about stuff like that all the single time. It's literally just a grind because I'm all about just improving. I want to be the best I can be in just anything I do, right? I don't want to be like comfortable, right? I don't want to be just just like one of those situations.
It should be a really familiar mindset as well for people that are competitive players, because you'll always watch videos of other people that use your character.
Yes.
Like you'll be picking up bits and pieces from there.
Mm-hmm.
In the matchup or setups or resets or stuff, or just general neutral play. And then also you'll watch videos of people maybe playing with different characters against characters that you have trouble with, and you could see, oh, they did this and it kind of worked in that situation. What does my character have that can do something similar to that? How can I appropriate that in my hard matchup?
Yes.
And if you have that mentality and mindset already, you should be able to
do that in anything.
port that over, that problem solving skill into like marketing yourself and content creation. So yeah, it's exciting.
Yeah, it's definitely very exciting. It's like I said, it's obviously a lot of work, but it's really fun.
We do a hobby, right?
Yeah.
This is a hobby, and if you want to turn a hobby into a career, you have to work hard. Otherwise, everyone would do it, right?
That's facts.
Like if everyone could get paid to play video games for a living, then no one would go to work. No one would have a job. We'd all just play video games and get some magical money would come to us. But you have to work even harder to turn it into a career that's of a level to maybe what you could have achieved if you put that time into school. Or whatever.
Especially when you're starting from, let's say, like towards the bottom, right?
Yeah.
Because I mean, you
Playing
can't
catch up.
You have to catch up, and it's not gonna happen overnight. So
No.
don't think after like 1 week, 1 month that you're gonna be raking in the money. It's gonna take years, right? It's not an easy thing, and not everybody can obviously like have time to do it. But I do think that if you have the time to do it, you can make it depending on how creative you are or how engaging you are. So, I mean, I was a shy person growing up. Now I'm very, very talkative, and that's because of the exposure of me going to tournaments, me meeting people from in my arcade, me going to locals, like the fact that I engage with so many different type of just like human minds where I'm like, damn, okay, he thinks like this, I think like this, like I feel like he's so outgoing and I want to like be more outgoing, so I'm going to try to be more outgoing by socializing with these people, right? So that's like another thing that really helped me is when I was playing games, because I was very shy. I stuttered all the time. Okay. But because of gaming, because of me going to these events, it really shaped me to be just a better person, a stronger person than the person I am now.
And that's a really, really great point as well. And you'll improve yourself through content creation also. It improves your eloquence, your ability to speak.
Yes.
to get across the points that you want to make, and hopefully you'd see improvements there when you do go out into the world. So, but yeah, thank you very much for talking to us anyway.
Of course, man.
All the best in the future.
Of course.
All the best this weekend as well, of course.
I will try, yes.
We're recording this before the tournaments happened. But yeah, thank you very much, Justin. Look forward to finding out who those extra sponsors are coming in. I'm sure you'll announce it real soon.
Yeah, real soon.
People can purchase the Justin Wong merchandise.
A Designed by Humans website, so dbh.la/jwong with 3 Gs. You can buy the J Wong brand merchandise there.
Yeah, all good. They can follow you on all your social media. It's at jwong with 3 Gs.
jwong 3 Gs, twitter.com, instagram.com/jwong3gs, and youtube.com/Justin Wong. I was able to get that name.
You got Wong.
In there. That was amazing. Yes.
All good, all good. You can find out what fast food Justin recommends, what new anime series to watch, and how to be cheap at mobile games. It's all going to be on there on his YouTube channel. Get yourself out there. If you've got a mobile phone, you can create content as well. Start your journey today, now. No delays. Do something interesting. If you find it interesting, share that passion with other people, and hopefully you'll start attracting an audience and build your brand as well.
Yep. Just take your time, and if you're motivated, you'll get there.
All good. Thank you very much. Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, and comment and share and all that stuff. I think this is going to go up on Frame Advantage, so shout out to Tyrant. And yeah.